Our foots and hobbits, elves and dwarves, gather round. We've got a jam-packed episode today, full of magic, mystery, and more wolf-chucking than you can shake a staff at. Are the fires of Middle-earth heating up, or are we just roasting marshmallows on the flames of doom? For me, as we unravel the rest from the Rings of Power, you won't want to miss a second of this. So in the vast, ever-expanding universe of fantasy television, where orcs just are misunderstood, elves have more problems than a teenage soap opera, and ships sail with the urgency of a hobbit at second breakfast, we find ourselves once again plunged into the delightful, perilous world of Rings of Power. Welcome back, my dear harflets. Grab a TARDIS, your friendly neighborhood spaceship of sci-fi and fantasy musing. I missed you all, almost as much as I missed the days where rings were just jewelry and the harbingers of doom. But what an episode we have today. Episode 5 of the Rings of Power, Not All Who Wander Are Lost, where our beloved Harfoots continue their trundling migration, accompanied by wolves, strange footprints, and the stranger who is either peril or, as he cheerfully declared players, a good. Imagine the surprise of finding out that the large mystical being you've been babysitting has the power to yeet wolves into the air like soggy biscuits. We begin with a heartwarming and somewhat nerve-wracking saga of Nori teaching the stranger how to speak. And, as one does, starting with the essential vocabulary. You know, words like snails, because why not? It's not like survival in the wilderness is more important than the comprehensive gastropod lexicon. But then, my dear viewers, we plunge into the Grey Marshes, a place that sounds just as inviting as a tax audit. Here we're treated to a feast of waterfalls, braided rivers, and the kind of scenic thunderstorms that make you wonder if the Weather Channel might have overhyped it just a tad. And then there's Poppy, whose singing is so hauntingly beautiful that it momentarily distracts you from the fact that there's enormous wolf prints in the mud. And yes, they are enormous. Meanwhile, in the land of ominous mysteries, we encounter 3 pale-eyed figures who appear to be auditioning for the role of most unsettling white-robed individuals in Middle-earth. These fellows seem to have misplaced something in a crater, and they're not too happy about it. Could it be they've lost their sense of purpose? Or perhaps they're just looking for a good cup of tea? Well, only time and several episodes of Cryptic Clues will tell. And in the Southlands, things are heating up faster than dragons sneeze. Bronwyn, our ever-resilient leader, rallies the troops with a speech that's just shy of Aragorn-level inspiration. But alas, not everyone's on board. Enter Waldrig, the man who believes that bowing to the enemy is a better option than facing certain death. Bold strategy, Waldrig. Let's see how it works out for you. Spoiler, not well. Now, over to Numenor. It's a day at the docks as everyone preps for war like it's the most tedious school field trip ever. Isildur, who seems to be in the midst of a rather epic sulk, is not so gently reminded by his dad that heroism requires actual heroics. Who knew? Meanwhile, Pharazôn, clearly a fan of corporate strategy, sees this war as a delightful business opportunity, because nothing says expanding your own market like a good old-fashioned conflict with an ancient evil. And then there's Galadriel and Halbrand, who could give the best of soap operas a run for their money. They argue this scheme, they glower at each other with chemistry that could set sail 1,000 ships, or at least a few Numenorian ones. But the real question is, who's using whom? And does Halbrand really want to be king? Or would he rather just stick to a simpler life like, I don't know, becoming a professional blacksmith/grumpy wanderer? Meanwhile, in the more diplomatic corners of Middle-earth, Elrond and Durin are busy proving that friendship forged in fires of Khazad-dûm can indeed endure awkward royal dinners, and a few little white lies about magical minerals. But there's trouble afoot, because nothing says the light of the Eldar's fading, quite like a giant spiderweb tree, and a king who's about 3 seconds away from a full-on existential crisis. And so, my dear viewers, we leave our heroes poised on the brink of war, with swords drawn, hearts steeled, and more their few and resolved issues hanging in the air, like so much elvish laundry. Will the ships of Numenor arrive in time? Will Galadriel finally find someone who can keep up with her? And most importantly, will the stranger figure out whether he's at peril or good before he accidentally turns somebody into an ice sculpture? Stay tuned as the story unfolds, filled with the usual mix of epic battles, mysterious prophecies, and the kind of peril that makes you wish for a nice quiet day in the Shire. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your theories of what's coming next. After all, in a world of Middle-earth, there's always another twist just around the corner, usually involving some form of ancient evil.